Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. We have SWIATEK versus Elena RYBAKINA, or RYBAKINA even. I cannot wait for this. I genuinely cannot wait for this. It's going to be a cracker. I had predicted, no one kill me in the chat. I had predicted in my bracket that SWIATEK would fall in this round. Now, that's not looking particularly likely given how well she's played in the last two rounds. But we'll see. We'll see. RYBAKINA is a very, 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 very tough opponent. We shall see how she gets on, but she hasn't ever beaten SWIATEK from my knowledge. In fact, you know what? We can check as well. We've got the matches here quickly as they do on. They should be starting the next minute or so. We had two matches. I mean, this one was an exhibition, the World Tennis League, so RYBAKINA to win that. Maybe we should look into it as they have barely ever played each other. Ostrava beat SWIATEK beat Ostrava in straight sets, but that was in 2021. Roof is open. They're playing with the elements, so we shall see how we get on. And yeah, they've started. I'll be starting 10 minutes late. That's not too bad. Not too bad. So if RYBAKINA had won on the last year and points were allowed, she would have been inside the top 10. So crazy, isn't it? Crazy. And here we go. RYBAKINA versus SWIATEK. Let's see who are people voting for in the chat. 80% have gone for SWIATEK in the poll on YouTube. Interesting. Very interesting. Guys, remember to that like button and do subscribe if you are new. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, great to have you guys on. It really is great to have you guys on. We'll serve first. And, we'll see. Can RYBAKINA just straight away put pressure on SWIATEK? We shall see. That would be ideal, right? If you're RYBAKINA, you're looking to straight away see if you can break. The SWIATEK, she has been serving particularly well this tournament. Her service improved so much since Australian Open 2022, and in the past year, we've seen big improvements on that serve. So anyway, here we go. It's not extremely hot conditions, so it should be a fantastic match. Here we go. SWIATEK to start off it. Two Grand Slam champions going head-to-head. First serve goes out wide. Forehand from RYBAKINA is in. Forehand on the line from SWIATEK. Backhand from RYBAKINA is in. It's short though. And SWIATEK bats it away with the in-twin forehand. Beautifully done. Of course, here we're going to call the match play-by-play commentary. Plus, we'll also have the scoreboard up on screen, which is up now. So hopefully you guys entertain any questions or queries. Leave them in the live chat and we'll get to them and we'll answer as many as possible. So out wide, backhand cross from RYBAKINA is decent. Backhand to backhand here. Down the middle of the court they go, and the backhand from RYBAKINA goes into the net. So it is 30 love. Good start from SWIATEK. Yeah, SWIATEK, of course, the number one seed and one player in the world. RYBAKINA, as I said, would be number 10 or inside the top 10 even if she had won Wimbledon and the points had counted. However, no points at Wimbledon, of course. So unfortunately for her, she is seeded 22 instead, which isn't great because it means that she will face someone like SWIATEK at this stage of the tournament instead of at a quarterfinal. Good backhand from RYBAKINA, forehand to forehand now. Down the line goes RYBAKINA, and she misses. SWIATEK with a good solid start here, 40 love. Interestingly, both players have really kind of white tops, I guess you'd say. Yeah, they've both got white tops on, and I think they'd probably be allowed at Wimbledon, those tops anyway. The skirts they've got on and SWIATEK has shorts on. Those wouldn't be allowed because of the colours, but the tops would be fine. So into the body of RYBAKINA, good backhand, into in forehand for SWIATEK. She tries to go big, tries to swat it away. and she just overhits it, overcooks it slightly. 40-15 Swiatek. Guys, remember to that like button, please, if you are new, and do subscribe as well if you're new. If you're old, hit that like button, of course. If you're old or new, smash the thumbs up button. Doesn't take you long, of course, just 2 seconds. And if you're new, do hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything. It's a big red button. So out wide, and Rebecca says, no, it's not good enough for me, and absolutely crunches the forehand cross court. Oh, forehand cross court winner is huge. Wow. Massive from Rebecca. 40-30. Serve into the body of Rebecca, but select. And a few Polish people in the chat, I know some predictions as well. We'll go through those actually. Will double fault coming up? No. Second serve to come, so we'll see. She double faults here though. Would go to Juice. Oh, I don't think she's going to double fault. She doesn't double fault that in. She doesn't double fault too regularly, does Swiatek? Good kick serve, but the backhand return from Rebecca is massive. She's suddenly turned on her return game, and she is absolutely crunching the return and the ground strokes here. We are now at Juice, and Rebecca is trying to hit winners. She's trying to be aggressive, and this is where she could cause Swiatek trouble. Andre says eager. Yeah. Bartek says Wittem Zapolski, hello to Poland. Go, go. Yes, nice. Very nice. Hi, Bert. But hey, Bartek as well. Go says Rebecca in straight set 6-4-7-5. Wow, bold prediction. Nova says BH Minas Brazil. Eager 02. So eager to win in straight sets. Okay. Here you go into the rally here. Backhand from Rebecca. She comes to the net. The backhand from Swiatek. I thought she'd made it. Try and pass Rebecca across the court, and she's missed it. So early breaking opportunity here for Rebecca after Swiatek was 40 love up. Wow. Wow. Impressive. She breaks here. That would be a real statement. So it's the backhand, and it's long. Second serve coming up. This the question is, does Swiatek go down the tee and gamble with Rebecca in a forehand, because the backhand is looking good. No, she goes to the backhand. Good backhand cross from Rebecca. Oh, backhand into the net from Swiatek, trying to go down the line, and Rebecca breaks straight away. Wow. Wow. Wowzers. Right, Rebecca is looking good. It's a very good start. She was 40 up down the return game. She brought it back beautifully. She really did. Oh, fault. Seven wins the rally now. And forehand here. Massive fly from Rebecca. She's just missed it though. 15. So now this is where it's going to be interesting, because if Swiatek is able to soak up the Rebecca serve and soak up the power, her returning abilities are very, very good. Swiatek, then it becomes very interesting as well. That serve is miles away. And also, if Rebecca doesn't make a lot of first serves, she will struggle. She has to make a first serve. I mean, that toss there is completely off. That's a double fault. Yeah. No, it's not. It's a second serve ace. Wow. Beautiful serve. Her toss looks like it's all over the place. I wonder if there's a method to the madness. That one was a kick serve. Let's have a look. Yeah, great serve. I think I was almost watching it. Serve, down the tee is in. Rebecca, great return. She runs it, but wins the rally now. Oh, into our forehand from Rebecca, and it goes long. 15-30. Mm, so into the net from Rebecca in a second serve, coming up 15-30. Backhand cross from Swiatek. Forehand from Rebecca is long, 15-40. She's got two break point opportunities here. Swiatek, 2 points, two break point opportunities to level things up, get that break back straight away. Oh, hey, says Swiatek and then Nuro. Elena, I think he's plays excellent. That's what I'm going to say from that. It's that wide from the back. Oh, goes behind Swiatek. Very intelligent play from the Kazakh. So that wide and yeah, very, very good. And then goes behind Swiatek beautifully. So wide from a back in the line from Swiatek. Swiatek steps in, goes smash. Oh, she's missed it. What a miss! She makes that overhead and she breaks. That was an easy smash as well. Oh my gosh. It was mid court. She had all the content. I mean, that crazy. How she missed that? We're at juice now. And it just seems like everything is going back in this way early doors here. She was not 40 down in the return game. She broke. Now, in this one, she was 40 down on her own serve. The second break point, this is a regulation overhead. Just it's an ace out wide now from the juice side. She's got advantage and game point. And she potentially could have been 2 up down. She might be 2 up here. Backhand to backhand exchange. Oh, she is going to be 2 up. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Crazy. 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 Mm. There we go. Swiatek having a love to down this first set. Goes that wide forehand from Rebecca is in. It's a slice forehand from Swiatek, slice from Rebecca on the backhand. Then the stretch on the backhand. Great forehand from Swiatek. Backhand slice from Rebecca wasn't good enough. Swiatek powers the forehand on the line. And Rebecca on the stretch. I think we might see that a bit early, to be honest with you. We might see this early on in this matchup that Swiatek's going to start mixing things up because she wants to try and disturb the rhythm of Rebecca. Third on the team, Swiatek. Second serve coming up. Second serve. into the backhand. Over a backhand goes into the net. 30 love. Mm, missed second serve return from Rybakina there. That's not something would have been looking to do, of course, or expecting, given how well she returned at the back end of that first return game. It goes slice serve into the net. So, second serve coming up. Guys, as well, thank you so much for tuning in as always. Remember to hit that like button, do subscribe if you're new. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. Second serve backhand from Rebecca down the middle of the court, then goes forehand out. She's missed that cross court forehand quite a bit early doors. She's hitting it pretty flat, so I guess that could be why. But yeah, it's an interesting one. She's definitely going for a shot. She's not holding back. Mm, there we go. Here we go. Massive backhand on the line from Rebecca now. 40-15. She was 14 up in her first. She got broken in the end. So, oh, the same as something could happen here. Served on the tee. Great backhand from the backhand right on the feet of Swiatek. She shouts the backhand wide. Go. Oh no, she does hold. She does hold. So that's a vital hold. 2-1 up. Very good. Very good. This is fantastic. Very exciting. Receiving great tennis. Going to be tight, I think, isn't it? These sets. Right. So music's great. There you go. 2-1 up, Rebecca. Now she's still a break up though. Of course, after going 2-love up in this first set. So we can see. Mm. Yeah, Goffros the Penguin, by the way, are also going to be on course. So we'll keep an eye on that because the winner of that match plays the winner of the backhand Swiatek here. Backhand to backhand here. Backhand from Rebecca and it goes wide. Love 15. And what Swiatek's trying to do is really rush Rebecca on her ground strokes and make her induce errors, really make sure that she's feeling uncomfortable and rushed, and she ends up making a few unforced errors. And that has happened at times, but Rebecca's also been on the front foot a lot. Oh, but that's too good from Swiatek. A good first set on the tee from Rebecca against the rally. And Swiatek has the chance to unleash the forehand down the line, and she does. Love 30. And she's looking to get that break back, Swiatek. She's looking to get back onto level terms. This is, yeah, very interesting. Back and she ramp up the serve. It's the first serve, so second serve coming up. It's interesting for someone so tall, her ball toss is pretty short to be fair. Anyway, second serve into the body of Świątek, forehand to forehand, and goes down the line. Backhand cross from Świątek. Oh no, great depth from the Polish player, and Rybakina can't handle it. She goes into the net with the backhand. It's great depth from Świątek and just really forcing Rybakina to be in these really uncomfortable positions at the moment. And she's struggling she's really, really, really struggling to handle it. Love 40. So out wide is not in. Second serve coming up. She's got three breakpoint opportunities here. Three. Second serve. The backhand of Świątek. Backhand to backhand. Oh, backhand from Rebecca is long. So we're back on serve 2-all. And Świątek just picks the love. I mean, that's ridiculous. Oh, wow, wow, wow. I mean, I have to say it was coming because I mean, Świątek's had a say in every single game this set. She could easily find herself 4-love up, but instead it's 2-all. Yeah, this is the well, I think this is the biggest match in the draw so far, and we're going to get some more bangers on. We're going to get some more fantastic matches. I'll tell you that. Yeah, second serve from Świątek coming up. Rebecca goes backhand into the net. So 15-love. Now, what Rebecca has to do is try and make sure she's making those returns, especially on the second serve. She did that quite well in the first return game. She was pretty aggressive on the return, but she was making sure she was making them is the biggest biggest thing, right? Right, here we go. Serve into the net. Second serve coming up. Here we go. Second serve into the backhand. Backhand cross from Rebecca's in. Forehand cross from Rebecca. It goes long. 30 love, and she's really, really struggling now, Rebecca, to get. She's struggling to get onto the front foot and really make it difficult. She's really struggling to make it difficult for Iga Świątek at the moment. Świątek is just dominating in the ground stroke rallies, in the baseline exchanges. She's not having a lot of success in the last couple of games, and Świątek's been very consistent. Rebecca unable to hit with her. I almost wonder whether she should start trying to mix things up a little bit. Comes the net. She has decent hands in the net. Second serve into the backhand. Rebecca, the return goes long. So, yeah, as I said, her timing is just gone off the ball a little bit. She's going to have to gain it back pretty quickly. Otherwise, the set could get away from her. There you go. 40 love Świątek. So Byzanti forehand from Rebecca's into a forehand. Oh my gosh. Into a forehand from Świątek is an absolute monster forehand. It's huge. It's a winner. She does manage to hold. And that means she's just won 3 games in a row. She's come up from 2 down to 3-2. Oh, the next game is going to be crucial because I can tell you what, if Rebecca does not hold, then this set's done. Okay, I'm interested. I'm very interested now to see whether Rybakina can pick up the level. Has to. She has to. Surely has to just start finding that first serve more. Not enough first serves made, in my opinion, in this opening set. I mean, let's see actually. Yeah, 50% of first serves made. It's not great, is it? 61% for SWIATEK so far. Interesting. Interesting. Right, 2-3. There we go, Rybakina at 2-3 here. Serve goes down the tee. Oh, it's just missed. I tell you what, she made that. No chance Fiontech's getting that. Issue is we haven't seen enough first serves. A good second serve down the tee. Forehand cross from Rybakina has Fiontech on the stretch, then goes behind her. Slice from Fiontech's in. Forehand. Oh, see too many mistakes. It's a good play. It really is from Rybakina. She goes, kick serve down the tee. Swiatek goes backhand down the middle. Rybakina goes forehand behind Swiatek. She's scrambling. She gets it back into play, then goes forehand again cross court. Swiatek finds a little angle to utilize, and Rybakina should be then going back cross court with that same angle, but instead goes into the net. Serve out wide, and the backhand from Swiatek goes long, so much better from Rybakina finds the first serve. Already 15 errors, though, for Rybakina in this first set. It's way too many. way too many. She needs to be careful. Or 12, sorry, even not 15. My mistake. Still, it's a lot. Massive serve from Rybakina down tee. And it is an ace, so 30-15. Massive from the Kazakh player. 30-15. Oh, someone in the crowd's talking, and chair umpire tells them to shush. First serve out wide, backhand from Swiatek's in. Great return. Forehand cross is too good, though, from Rybakina. It was a great serve. And the reason why I said it was a great return is I just thought it was a great get, really, from Swiatek to even get it back into play the way she did. Rybakina, though, is very calm and collected there in the forecourt and brushes the forehand cross court aside. So 40-15 here, 2 game points to level things up in this first serve. In this first set, sorry, even. Second serve, backhand from Swiatek, backhand from Rybakina, down the middle goes in. Into in forehand. This time she makes it. She missed a lot of those. The forehand from Swiatek goes into the net. So 3-all, great hold in the end from Rybakina. I think we're going to have a very tight first set on our hands here. I reckon this first set is going to be tight. I think it's going to be 6-4 or 7-6. I don't think it's going to be or 7-5. Can't see it being. Can't see it being a blowout for anyone. Someone, for example, from this position winning 6-3. Guys, remember to hit that like button, please, and do subscribe if you're new. Thank you for tuning in, as always. So it's the forehand from Rybakina. Forehand down the middle from Swiatek. Backhand down the middle from Rybakina. Then goes forehand into the net. Kazakh player making too many mistakes, I think, especially in some pretty comfortable positions. I mean, she wasn't really under a huge amount of pressure there. She was moved a little bit to her right. Here we go, 15 love. So into the forehand of Rybakina, goes forehand, crosses, made it, clip the baseline, goes behind Swiatek, tries to, but the forehand from Swiatek is set up to rocket down the line. But instead, it finds its way into the net. So 15-all. Interesting. Now, this could be a big point coming up. Rybakina will look to knock on the door here to try to break after after going 15 all in the return game. Serve out wide, forehand from Rybakina down the middle, backhand down the middle from SWIATEK, backhand from Rybakina, backhand to backhand, and Rybakina is the first one to blink, goes into the net. So 30-15, she'll be disappointed with that. She's not really varying up her ground strokes, no slices. She's not varying up taxes and coming to the net. Is Rybakina, but I guess neither is SWIATEK, although SWIATEK's ability to move around the court is probably the best on tour. So that wide is missed. The second serve coming up for Rybakina to have a look at. Big opportunity for her to step in and punish it. Second serve into the backhand. Backhand in the middle is really good from Rybakina, and SWIATEK can't dig it out. It back into court anyway. And she digs it out long, so 30 all. There we go, 30 all, 3 all. So as tight as a match can get. Serve into the net from SWIATEK. Second serve coming. Really taking your time. Second serve. Oh, it's a double fault. Oh, that's a really, really bad moment. It's a double fault at 30 all. Now she's got 30-40. Rybakina will be really hoping and praying for a second serve. She has attacked those well when she's been on the front foot. And also the back foot as well, to be fair. Anyway, second serve from Rybakina. Tsitsipas. Yeah, relax on the baseline here. He's going to try and step in. Sorry, so Rybakina's going to try and step in. She does. Oh, it's massive. Rybakina steps in inside the baseline, and the backhand cross return from the Kazakh is a winner. She nudges in front again, 4-3. She's got that break back. Very intriguing. It seems like the momentum has now shifted back into her corner. The question is she able to hold her nerve? It's 4-3. Potentially have to serve 2 more service games. Should be okay, you'd imagine, but you just never know in the sport. Right, so 4-3, Rybakina. There we go, 4-3. Right, so 4-3 up Rybakina. She was at 3 all on back on serve. But you know what? We'll see what happens with this one. I'm very intrigued to see if SWIATEK, in terms of tactics, what she changes up potentially to help her out, or does she say actually what I'm doing is good enough? He's just playing out of his skin, and he's going to be out of the tin. But yeah, 4-3 Rybakina. 4-3 Rybakina. And it's a shame that the stadium's not full. This is probably the best match they're going to see all day, honestly, apart from Tsitsipas Sinner. But quality-wise, and in terms of who's on show and the competitive nature, I think this is probably top. Good set on the tee from Rybakina, backhand from SWIATEK goes long. This is a chance for Rybakina to hold serve and create that little cushion between everyone else, because it's just a lot harder otherwise. But why not try and wrap things up early? 15 love here. Rybakina try to wrap things up herself here. Backhand cross from SWIATEK, backhand the line from Oh, from Rebecca's in. Oh, it's in, but then she gets engaged into a pretty passive rally down the middle of the court, and then Swiatek says, "I've had enough of this," and goes into out the forehand and punishes her. And the reason that was set up is because some great defensive work on the stretch from Swiatek ended up hitting that forehand very, very deep, and it set up a pretty regulation put away by Iga Swiatek. Here we go, 15 on. Second serve, backhand from Swiatek. Forehand to forehand. Rybakina's forehand has missed. Oh dear, it's a 15-30. Surely we don't see another break point getting. Surely we don't see another break getting traded here. Surely. Otherwise, it's just handing out break points for fun. Where we go into the rally. Oh, very good from Rybakina. Great serve into the corner. Swiatek can't make the return. Right, so her average first serve speed this tournament has been 181 kilometers per hour, which is big, and 50% of her serves have been unreturnable serves. First serve into the net, second serve incoming. Big opportunity for Swiatek to get some more stake. Finds forehand here. Backhand down the line again. Oh, see, that's what I mean. And she tries to go into it with the forehand, and the movement isn't quite generally. So, yeah, I think we'll see what happens if Rebecca's got a game point. Oh, 40-30 Rebecca now. So out wide, he's missed into the net. Second serve coming up. There you go, second serve. Into the backhand. Oh, sure, backhand. Again, forehand down the line. Wow, wow, wow. Great hold from Rebecca, 5-3. And that does mean that she'll most likely face the winner. I think it's not done anyways. 3-5 here, Swiatek serving to stay in the set. It's going to be intriguing to see what Swiatek does. If she goes a set down, how does she recover? Is she able to battle back? We'll see. Big question marks around whether Rybakina can break her now, whether she'll have to do so on her serve. Oh, beautiful. Just showing the replay now. It's a backhand return winner from Rybakina. Beautifully done. I think she realised right that Mom Bob will just say, "Oh, it's fine. He's fine. He's fine." Yeah, love 15. So into the body, backhand from Swiatek, forehand. That was a chance. That was a big, big chance for Rybakina. At the open court, she tries to rip the forehand and hit a clean winner, or at least drag Swiatek out. Instead, she overcooks it, tries to go too close to the line. And that's probably partly down to the fact that Swiatek's so good defensively. As an opponent, you think that you have to nail your serve ground strokes and hope that it clicks together. But I don't really think that's what these players think anyway. It's interesting because they're talking about Novak, Djokovic, and Rafa on the series, and even a lot of the women's players' heroes are one of those three. But they are so invested on the men's side; it's crazy. It'd be good if the men were also invested in the women's as well. Forehand here. Then goes down the line. I think, boy, that's 15. Right, 30-15 here. Swiatek goes down to T. Oh, it's an ace. Beautifully placed. And that rhymes. It's an ace. Beautifully placed. So 30-15, Iga Swiatek. 40-15. 2 points away from just being that singular break to Jeff. Second serve coming up here. Could she double? It wouldn't really matter too much as long as she held. She's 40-15 up, although in saying that, that's not what happened in the first game. It was 40 love up and then she got broken. Second serve, backhand from Dumna, then goes backhand again. Drop shot from Djokovic. Oh! And Rybakina passes Swiatek with ease with the forehand. That's really, really good. Swiatek comes to the net. It's the right option. Anyways. 40-30. When we go into rally, oh, massive. It goes out wide, gets a short ball she wanted, puts the forehand away into that space. Back to Juice. Mm. Right, so Rebecca will now serve, take this first set, which would be a big blow for Swiatek. She's used to winning straight sets for fun. She really is. It is 2:20 a.m. now. Very good. Right, here we go. Here we go. It is very, very. Okay, Rebecca now 5-4 up is serving for the set. Certainty backhand from Swiatek's in. Backhand on the line from Rebecca is absolutely massive. That is huge. She's taking a little gamble there, but what she did is she took it on because that return wasn't particularly deep. It was, no, it wasn't a terrible return considering how good that first serve was, but Birds on par, if not in front, against all these other guys. And yeah, good set out wide. Backhand is missed from Swiatek 30. She's 2 points away from this first set. Ed Vogel says, hello, been watching NFL playoffs in the morning here in Australia. How's everybody doing? Yeah, all good. How are you doing? How you doing, Ed? And thanks for tuning in. Yeah, well, I'm not a massive fan of NFL, but I'm sure there are people in the chat that are as well. Serve goes out from Rebecca. It's a second serve coming up. She is, of course, 30 love up here. Needs to make sure it counts. Yeah, here he goes, Riley. Oh, yes, yes. There we go. Oh, she does it with an ace. She does it with an ace. She closes out the first set. That is a statement made, I have to say, to the rest of the tour. Antigua Swiatek here to say, you're going to have to really, really step up your game to beat me. The same will be hold true for everyone else as well. There's not many stars, if any, that can really combat what Rebecca is doing, to be honest. And yeah, she's a very, very, very interesting set of tennis. Let's go through the stats. See here, first set percentage of 63% for Swiatek, 59% for Rybakina. First set points won, 69% for Rybakina, 63% for Swiatek. Second set points won, 45% for Swiatek, 55% for My Tennis HQ. Winners 8-6 for Swiatek, 13-16 for Rybakina. And he came to then only came to the net twice, and both times it worked. Very interesting. Ghost says, well, when you look whose prediction is spot on the money, you can't teach my golf side as a gift from high. Right, you're going to do predictions for every other match now, and we're going to see how you get on. Because yesterday I got every single prediction right, apart from Murray's match, where I thought he'd win optimistically. There is a bathroom break going on, hence there's a little bit of. All right, okay. Well, here we go. Second set should be getting underway soon. And it's been a very impressive performance from the Kazakh player. A lot of people wrote her off, said, yeah, she's a world champion, but different surface, different proposition against I'm thinking she didn't really play anyone super legit. To be honest, when I say legit, I mean someone who's really difficult. Go says, are you excited as I am for the JJ Wolf Australian Open Championship? He's not winning the championship as much as I like JJ Wolf. It's not good enough, I think. Unfortunately. Okay. Okay, I'm going to stretch my legs then whilst I'm waiting. She's going to take marching back from her bathroom break. She should be back on court soon. We'll see if they can. Yeah, she's back on court. She's should be getting underway soon then, because I think that time is up. They will just chuck her onto court straight away. Come on. Let's go. Okay. Guys, remember to hit that like button and do subscribe if you are new. Thank you very much for tuning in as always. Really do appreciate it. Also, do consider becoming a member to support us even further. You get some cool perks as well. The link is pinned in the chat. Thank you to everyone who is tuning in. We should be doing Pagula versus Krejcikova and Tsitsipas versus Sinner later on today. So do get involved in that. So fantastic matches, of course, to get your teeth stuck into. There we go. RYBAKINA goes backhand into in. Then we go forehand from RYBAKINA is in, and the smash opportunity is put away in the end by RYBAKINA. So love 15. She let it bounce. She takes it on beautifully. Goes into her with that smash. Oh, by the way, it's a break up in the first set, 2-1. This is interesting because I have a feeling RYBAKINA potentially run away with this, but let's see. Second serve. No. First serve was long, so second serve. This is a big, big game. She gets broken here. Don't really see a way back. Second serve backhand into the net from RYBAKINA. She let her off there, to be honest. That should have been made. Pretty comfortable return to make. You know, so it's net from SWIATEK. Second serve goes into the middle of the box. One's forehand. Forehand as well. And SWIATEK, yeah, does really well in the end. Backs up beautifully. It's the forehand. That's firing. Finishes off the ball with a beautiful forehand on the line. Great shape. Hey, Peter Safe is on. Hey, Peter, how you doing? Oh, on the stretch for RYBAKINA, it's short, but in. And it's a good forehand from SWIATEK. Great defensive work from RYBAKINA to get her back into play. The SWIATEK keeps her cool. She's calm and collected. Goes forehand into the backhand corner. Goes into out with it. RYBAKINA not able to get it back. So it is 40-15, and after a shaky first point, she's now looking like she's got her groove back. It's an important hold here. It really would be an important hold because losing the first step, she doesn't want the momentum to continually shift. RYBAKINA, it'll be hard to wrestle that back. Backhand to backhand down the middle. Slice from RYBAKINA, and it's not good enough. SWIATEK comes up as the ball takes it on the dry volley. Forehand is put away. So we are at one, oh, one love, sorry, even. I've jumped ahead as if RYBAKINA's already served. Sorry, at one love. Important hold. Important hold. All right, so RYBAKINA second set return placements. You can see 50% of them are very deep. 10% in the middle, 40%. Maybe a little bit shorter than they should be. Love one. There we go. Love one. RYBAKINA. Yeah. See whether she's able to stick to the level that she had before. Well, that'll be the question. That'll be the question. Oh, into it, into our backhand, sorry, from forehand to forehand. On the stretch goes, she got it into the net. So it is 15 love for Rebakina. Good, good ground strokes there from Rebakina. Right, there you go. Peter, I like you want Rebakina to win. Yeah, I like you too, and I don't know who I want to win. I don't mind who wins, honestly, actually, Peaches. But I did predict Rebakina to win when I did my draw preview and prediction video. I did my bracket and I picked her, so I'm gonna have to stick with it. But Swiatek, she can easily come back, can't she? She is the one on one. She is the best player on the planet right now. So I love 30. Sorry, 30 love even. Backhand goes backhand, cross backhand to backhand here. More massive backhand is just missed though from Rebakina. So 30-15. Huge. Huge. Mm. Oh, here we go. Second serve coming up. Second serve into backhand. Swiatek backhand to backhand here. Great depth from the backhand from Rebecca, then goes down the middle. But Swiatek is sticking with that. Forehand to forehand now. Oh, Swiatek is really leaning back here, but the forehand is somehow being made. And Rebecca makes the mistake. She goes long with the forehand. 30 Swiatek was absolutely hammering away there. Somehow manages to keep those forehands in play. Impressive. Hmm. Interesting. Oh, mistake from Rybakina, 30-40, double fault from the Kazakh player. Only 48% of first sets made to play. Now that's going to kill her if she continues to do that. She's got to pick that up for a minute. 60% is a minimum. There we go, 30-40, break one opportunity. This is a huge point. Second serve, backhand, backhand down the line from Rybakina is long by quite a bit. It is too large. Swiatek. She nudges in front. Very similar to what Rebecca did in the first set. Unfortunately, she ended up taking it. So this could be it. This could be, in my opinion, potential turning point in this set at least. In the match, well, we'll have to wait and see, but it's not looking great. Guys, remember to hit that like button and do subscribe if you are new. Thank you to everyone that has tuned in as always. Hit that like button, do subscribe as well. It does really help us out. I know I say it a fair bit, but liking and subscribing just helps us keep on continually grow as we are doing at the moment. We wouldn't be here without you guys. So thank you, legends, for tuning in. Serve into the backhand for Swiatek. Forehand to forehand here now. Oh, massive forehand from Swiatek. Forehand from Rebecca goes long. I mean, I'm not sure why you'd try and go line when Swiatek is hitting the forehand that hard cross court and you have barely any time. That was a very ambitious shot from Rebecca. And I think sometimes she has an issue with shot selection. and it's not always quite the right choice. 15 love, Świątek, and 2-love up in the second set. First serve, though, is long, so second serve coming up. Second serve into the backhand of Rybakina. She misses the return. That's happened quite a few times. It really has. It's happened a fair bit in the at the start of this match. She was really managing to just crunch it. However, at the moment, she's struggling to make as many first serve returns as she should. So wide forehanded, down the line goes Świątek with the forehand, backhand to backhand now. Down the line goes Rybakina, great striking from her, although that forehand was shanked. Świątek goes cross court with it, then goes down the line, although she misses it. So it is 30-15. Oh, very good from Świątek. 40-15. Ace number 1, I think, for Świątek of the day. 4 for Rybakina. And Świątek is starting to look imperious. And Rybakina needs to be careful because Świątek could run away with this. She really could. If Rybakina doesn't manage to just gain some momentum back quickly. Serenity and the backhand from Rybakina is in. And what? Świątek is very fortunate on the net board, but she'll take it. She's 3-love up. She's a break up in the second set. The second set almost feels like it's done. Rybakina may as well focus on the decider, but momentum is firmly with Świątek. And when she starts striking the ball at this, once she starts having this type of momentum in a match, it's very, very hard to stop her from going on to win because she's just such a good front runner. And this set at 3-love up, I don't see how she then ends up losing it. Lexi says, hello, Fazan, fam, going for Rybakina. Yeah. I also went for Rybakina. In my bracket, when I did my draw preview prediction video, I said Rybakina would beat Świątek, but I don't know, to be honest. And actually, if someone had asked me before this match, I would have changed my mind because Świątek played so well in the last few rounds that it made me believe that, okay, she would be fine. Now, we've clearly got a battle on our hands here today because Rybakina won the first set. The second set that looks like it could be a bakery item, to be honest. So we'll have to wait and see because the amount of momentum she takes into a third set potentially would be huge, depending on if she wins, say, 6-love, 6-1 compared to 6-3, 6-4 in this set. So we'll see. But Rybakina needs to start finding more first serves, and that will definitely help. That will be half the problem sorted, you would imagine. You can see there's quite a few empty seats, as I was saying earlier. It's a bit of a shame because I do think this is a fantastic match. Serenity from Rybakina, backhand on the line, forehand from Świątek right at the Kazakh, and I think either it's a good drop volley or she shanked that a little bit. We'll have a look in a second. Yeah, the approach was good. No, she meant it, but she got lucky with the net cord, So I guess evens out. Good set on the tee from RYBAKINA, and the forehand from SWIATEK goes long, has SWIATEK stretching, and it is 30 love. Well, you go forehand to forehand. Oh, the SWIATEK misses the whip forehand cross court. It is 40 love RYBAKINA. And it looks like she's going to have a comfortable hold here, which is important, I think, in the scheme of things, given how things have gone in this second set so far. Okay. 40 love. Serve into the net from RYBAKINA. Second serve coming up. Second serve into the backhand of SWIATEK, sorry, even. And then the backhand from RYBAKINA goes long. So 40-15, 1 game point burned. RYBAKINA needs to just hold it comfortably now. Don't make this into a messy game. Just needs to get through it, you feel. Good serve, and it's a short return. RYBAKINA puts the overhead away easily. Very calm on the net. And she is on the scoreboard in this second set. It's 3-1 SWIATEK, but I don't really see how SWIATEK ends up conceding this lead, honestly. I think if she was in RYBAKINA's shoes in that first set and was 2-love up after potentially, I think she would have gone on to win it very, very comprehensively that first set. So we might even be done with the match tomorrow by this point. Anyway, 3-1. So Dante backhand down the middle from RYBAKINA even. Forehand cross from RYBAKINA again, and it's very deep into the forehand corner. And SWIATEK not able to dig it out, so it goes long. 15, good start for RYBAKINA on the return game. Very intriguing. There you go. SWIATEK goes serve out wide, kick serve. Backhand down the middle from RYBAKINA. Forehand now. Down the line goes SWIATEK. With the forehand, but the backhand from RYBAKINA is even better down the line. Wow. SWIATEK shrugs her shoulders at her box. I think she needs to be a bit more creative. There's no backhand slice. There's no change of pace in the ground strokes from SWIATEK. She's not really changing things up at all. And giving RYBAKINA different things to worry about is very one-dimensional at the moment from SWIATEK. And even though she's winning, she may well go on to win the set, win the match. There's something to work on, I think, generally. She is trying. It's out wide, forehand cross from RYBAKINA. Forehand. Well, I say forehand, but yeah, into the net. So 43 break back opportunities here for RYBAKINA. She's played some inspired tennis in this return game. So wide backhand is in from RYBAKINA, and SWIATEK misses a regulation forehand. SWIATEK was 3-love up, it's now 3-2. RYBAKINA will serve to level things up in the second set, and I thought she wouldn't be able to mess it up because generally she's so good at being the front runner. But RYBAKINA is fearless, and you can see that by the way she's playing at the moment. But yeah, you can see at the moment that really RYBAKINA and SWIATEK really want to be out there and competing after some tasty talk. Right, okay. So Right, so the big question is, can RYBAKINA then say, okay, let's try and break as well, and then let's actually trying to think. I reckon. I think it takes a set now, to be honest. Just like Dennis, thanks, Stephen. There's also dropping in to leave a fat like, not a skinny one, but a fat one. And says everyone sub to QualityShot Tennis. Yeah, thanks, appreciate it. Yeah, guys, if you haven't done already, like the video, subscribe if you're new as well. Appreciate everyone that has already liked the video and has subscribed. RYBAKINA looking to level things up in this second set. If you check out Just Lap Tennis as well, give them a like, give them a subscribe if you're interested as well. Second serve coming up. Second serve goes into the middle of the box, into the body of SWIATEK, who goes cross-court, backhand, down the middle, down the line, sorry, even from SWIATEK. And the forehand from RYBAKINA, though, into the net. And that's what SWIATEK maybe hasn't done enough of. And that's go line pretty early and go hard line as well, because RYBAKINA will have a lot less time to adjust to those ground strokes and does struggle at times and look rushed when SWIATEK goes there. It's 5-4, by the way, in the Osvenko golf match, although golf is 40 up on her serve. She's serving at 4-5 down. Massive serve down the tee from RYBAKINA. SWIATEK is like, how am I supposed to get that? And the answer is you're not. The answer is you're not. So it's all good. I was expecting to get it. Right, so serve on the tee from RYBAKINA, and the backhand from SWIATEK is missed. We'll go line to 30-15. Yeah, very good. Very, very good. So wide backhand from SWIATEK finds the net again. So she's making a lot of errors on that backhand side on return at the moment. Normally it's a trusty weapon. At the moment, though, misfiring a little bit. So 40-15. 2 breakball opportunities for RYBAKINA. Backhand into out from RYBAKINA. Then forehand. Oh, slice forehand. Oh dear, slice forehand from RYBAKINA. Sails miles long. Really impatient from RYBAKINA there. She's supposedly the fitter one who shouldn't be gassing as much as Djokovic. She seems to be struggling a little bit. Good set on the tee, forehand from SWIATEK in the massive forehand from Elena RYBAKINA. She does hold it 3 all in the second set. She is playing some inspired tennis right now. SWIATEK, I don't think she knows what to do, honestly, because normally. Okay, 3-all. Let's see. Who are we thinking is going to win this second set, by the way? Let me know in the comment section. Who do you think is going to win? And who's going to take the second set as well, I guess, is the biggest question. Because what's the poll saying at the moment? I reckon 77% went for RYBAKINA, 23% RYBAKINA. 77% SWIATEK. Wow. Serve goes down the tee, is in. It's an ace to start off from SWIATEK. Impressive serving from her. Let's see, how many aces is that? That's 2 for the day. Not bad. 5 for Rybakina. You expect a few more, but of course it doesn't cater in unforced error counts. Hmm. Served on a tee and the forehand from forehand went miles long, sorry. So it is 30 love. Swiatek's done her job so far on serve. Goes into the body, and yeah, good serve as well into the body. And Rebecca looks very awkward trying to dig that out, to be fair. Um, there we are into rally. Oh, very, very, very comfortable game to love for Swiatek. 4-3, easy as you like. Easy as you like. I'm just going to stretch my legs in this changeover. Do the opposite of what they do, which is they sit down, and I'm sitting down for the most of it, and then I stretch my legs. Stretch my legs while running. Okay. The changeovers, and Rebecca is walking out. Okay. Looks like the Goff Ostapenko match is going to go to a tiebreaker to start off. Serve wins the rally here. Forehand on the line from Swiatek is beautifully put away. Love 15 and not a good start for Rebecca on her service game. Wow, absolutely savage from Swiatek, and has just come out after the change of ends and said, "Look, this is my chance to break. So let's see if she can do it." Oh, oh no! Someone's phone's ringing in the crowd, so they've been told off. Seventy is long from Rebecca, and there's a second serve coming up. This is going to be extremely difficult, by the way, for Rebecca. If she gets broken here, she loses this set. I'm not sure how the third set goes, but I imagine Swiatek comes out on top if that happens, potentially. Forehand on the line from Rebecca, backhand to backhand. Slice from Rebecca down the line. Forehand cross from the Kazakh is huge. That's a massive forehand. I have to say, it was set up nicely by the slice down the line. It didn't have great depth, not as much as she probably would have liked. But what it did do is it changed the rhythm, it changed the pace in that rally. And Swiatek feeds off consistent pace. She didn't give that, so that's impressive. Then put away a beautiful forehand cross court. 20 winners so far today, 16 for Swiatek. It's so out wide from Elena, and the second serve from second serve return even from Swiatek went into the net. So 30-15. First serve points one set to 75% for Rybakina, 57% for Swiatek. So a big difference there. She needs to make a high percentage of first serves. Too many first serves missed. Too many for Rybakina. Second serve into the backhand of Swiatek, and the return is in. Swiatek, Rybakina tries to go for broke and tries to go down the line. When she's off court, that is, yeah, crazy shot to try. And she gets stuff on that court, it flies long. So it is 30 all. There you go. Oh, again, first serve not made. That's a killer. It's a real killer. Second serve is in. Who in Torelli? Backhand to backhand. Swiatek makes the mistake though and goes down the line too early. She gets impatient and finds her ball in the net. So it is 40-30 game point Rybakina. Of course, we're approaching the business end of this set as well, the squeaky bum time moments, and I feel like this might be one of them. Or massive serve out wide from Rybakina. Return's not made. It is game Elena Rybakina. 4 all now. This is it. It's going to start getting really intriguing from this point onwards. This set. All right, so 4 all here. Swiatek will be serving. Here we go. Left first serve. Let first serve. 4 all in the second set. Yeah. Oh, mistake from Swiatek. Love 15. They're just showing the replay. She stepped in there and big with the entire forehand. Swiatek finds the net. Mm. You know, showing the replay of that last point and we're back in it. Yeah. Okay. 15 all Swiatek serving to QC at least. Oh, interesting. 15-30. Rybakina is starting to make moves now. mistake from Swiatek. She drifts that ground stroke long. Rybakina is really bouncing up and down on the balls of her feet. She's really up there. She wants to break now. She knows if she breaks, she'll serve for the match. So this is a huge game in the scheme of things. So a wide backhand from Rybakina, forehand from Swiatek, backhand again from Rybakina. Backhand down the middle from Swiatek. Good forehand cross from Rybakina. And Rybakina finds the mistake she's looking for. Swiatek goes long. There's 2 breakpoint opportunities here for Rybakina. This is huge. She breaks here, she'll have a chance to serve for the match. All she needs to do is win one of the next 2 points. That's easier said than done, to be fair. But yeah, we'll have to see. Here you go, 15-42 breakpoint opportunities here now for the Kazakh against the favorite in this tournament, also the 1-1. So it is just long from Swiatek trying to go into the backhand of Rybakina. Second serve coming up. This would be a huge, huge blow for Swiatek, and I think Rybakina probably closes it out. The big question is what to do next. Oh, massive serve from Swiatek, a massive ground stroke. Rybakina is trying to stick with her, especially with that forehand slice. And Rybakina is like, oh, what do I do? Goes says, hey, Peaches. It's a bit late, a bit delayed. It's okay. So 1 breakpoint saved. Can she save the second? Oh, good work. Oh, no. Rybakina has burnt that big time. Serve out wide to her backhand. The backhand drifts long. We are at juice. I don't think she's going to break now, actually. Ghost says, Rybakina working hard to prove me a genius. And me. But I don't know, Ghost, to be honest. It doesn't look promising when stuff like that happens. Normally when it's juice and someone saves some break points, the server is then like, okay. It's a rally here, forehand. What a forehand for Rybakina. The shape on it, cross court was unreal. And they're going down the middle of the court, and the bomb that Swiatek had there, that last ball, Rybakina attack was able to because it didn't have a lot of depth on it and a lot of air on it as well. Ghost says, assuming she gets past Iga, do you think Rybakina can win it all? She definitely has the capacity to do that, but I don't know who wins it. I'm pretty keen on Sabalenka too. I think Sabalenka would win it. So wide forehand, backhand from Rybakina's in. Oh, and the forehand's missed from Swiatek. The pressure is telling, I think. I really do. The backhand return from Rybakina was short. And it was a difficult return to make. Swiatek misses a regulation forehand. Now Rybakina is going to be serving for the match here. And that would be incredible if she gets into the straight sets, especially. It says, I like Garcia for the finals. Yeah, she's really good as well. I'll root for anyone to beat Pegula. Why don't you like Pegula? I'm like, yeah, she had a really, really turbulent 2022 because of obviously outside of tennis political issues, and I think that really did affect her, as you can probably understand, and also we appreciate that it's not going to be easy to just suddenly attach yourself, even if tennis is your job. So yeah, she's been really good though throughout the back end of last year, throughout all the indoor tournaments, and also the ones she played anyway, and then also tough as well at Toronto. I guess you have Toronto, Canada, and Olympic Park, right? Which they said they're going to. Here we go, Rybakina. What was it? My mic is echoey. Oh, one sec. Let me try and sort that for you guys. Hello, hello. Testing, testing. Is that better? Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Is that better? Guys, let me know. Rebakina is serving for the match here. Second serve from Rebakina, and the Świątek forehand goes into the net. She screams to her box. No, it's on. But did you see us bring it to the first set over Goff? No, I didn't see that. Wow. Yeah, I can see it now, though. Sounds like it may be off. No. Oh, great serve from Rebakina. Rebakina from the ad side goes into the backhand of Świątek. She misses it. 30 love. Let me see what's that. Wow, massive ace. Massive ace from Rebakina. She's got 3 match points. Oh, she's done it. Oh my, that is ridiculously good. From the Kazakh. That is so good. She's just gone out wide from the ad side, and it's a short, short return from Świątek, and she's just creamed the into in forehand. That is really good from her. Oh man, really, really good. I have to say, wow. Clinical, clinical. Wow. Świątek is out. Crazy, crazy. Wowzers. It says, your school pledges like 3 points for a huge win. Vamos in Kazakh. Yeah. Match point. Idemo in Kazakh. Thanks, Fazan. No, no problem at all. Thank you for tuning in. No problem at all. Guys, I mean, I don't know who's going to win now on the women's side. It's opened up quite nicely for them, which is great, right? But yeah, it should be good. Guys, is this better? Does that sound better, Ghost? Let me know. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, great win. We'll go for the stats in a second. But we have to really because, yeah, just such a good win from Rebakina. It really was. Yeah, very, very good. So we'll go through the stats now so you can see. All right, let's have a look. Let's have a look at the damage. So 2 aces for Świątek, 6 for Rebakina, a double fault a piece, a first serve percentage of 64% for Świątek. 57% for Rebakina, 58% first serve points, one only though for Świątek, 81% for Rebakina, second serve points, one, 55% for 55% of second set points won for SWIATEK, 43% for RYBAKINA. When it's on for Cerezo, 15-14 for SWIATEK, 24-25 for RYBAKINA. I mean, it was clinical on serve there. You can see in her first set percentage rose in that second set, if I'm not mistaken. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, 63%, which made a massive, massive difference, I think, in this match. So really, really impressive. Yeah, for sure. Thank you very much, guys. Though, stay safe and well. We'll see you on the next video.